Hi, my name's Ruaraidh Thomas. I'm Managing Director for the Applied Analytics Division of DST. So I suppose that there are three core pieces to the talk that I'm going to be giving at the conference. The first one is to talk about culture. So a lot of people are worried about data, a lot of people are worried about the potential fines that something like GDPR brings in. The key tenet that I'm trying to talk about throughout the whole piece is around not using this just as a challenge that you've got to, or looking at this as a challenge you've got to face, but look at it as an opportunity. And that means building a culture of using data correctly, working with the teams of people that you have, helping them understand why this is so important, rather than just seeing it as a compliance function. So a key challenge over the last few years has been that data has always been slightly niche. The idea that analyst teams don't necessarily always sit in the front office, the idea that the cone heads might be sitting in the back room being geeky, has meant that there's a certain stigma sometimes attached to working in the data world. But the reality is that we all use data in an enormous amount. The executive use data, they're making decisions based on data. And so with GDPR, one of my hopes is that it will become far more prevalent and being discussed far more proactively at the executive level, with all of the decision making that data drives, not just from a compliance perspective, not just from a risk mitigation perspective, but also from an opportunity perspective. If the executive buys into that, and if they are able to really help drive that insight, then that will help the business really take as much advantage as possible. Businesses today are facing ever more regulatory change. There are regulations coming from all sorts of angles, and there's no difference with this one. There's going to be cost with GDPR. I would argue that actually there's a lot about GDPR which is incredibly positive and very good for both business and for the consumer, but for many businesses it will be seen as a cost of compliance, and in a very binary way that's pretty true. However, if you're engaged with the understanding of what GDPR can do for you as a business, in the context of helping you understand what data you hold, how you can leverage it, what's there, then actually it's very possible to see this as a huge opportunity. You need to invest in GDPR, but actually you could do it from the context not just of investing in compliance and all the very positive benefits that risk mitigation will deliver for you, but it will also create a huge pool of insight that's there for you to leverage to the benefit of your business, for your customers, and for your employees as well.